Just gonna
Yeah,
get,
let's just see if we're alive. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're alive.
Really?
Yeah, we're alive.
Are you sure?
Yeah, just wait a second. I
Okay.
want to make sure about the audio.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, cool. We're all good.
Oh, good.
Hit it, but. Your mic did not enjoy that. I'm not gonna lie. I cut out half of it. But I respect it nonetheless.
Ronaldo back at the theater of dreams. There's only one place for a man like Ronaldo, and it's at Old Trafford. It's at Old Trafford. Screw the DM. Screw everyone else. We have got the greatest player of all time for one last dance. Gentlemen, there will be no video we do that will be bigger than this. There will be no player we will ever sign that's bigger than this. I wanted to cry this morning when I seen the links with Seti. I couldn't for the life of me believe for 1 second he's going to do that to me. A man I grew up watching. A man I've supported since I was a child. The man who made me fall in love with this football club. I just could not believe he'd leave us. And he hasn't. He hasn't. He showed that shitty oil club who's the man. And he shows that real legends do exist. They say never meet your heroes. Well, I tell you one thing. Fucking Cristiano Ronaldo has been my hero forever and ever. And I'm glad he's back home. Gentlemen, how are we all feeling?
finally, Ronaldo has come back. Oh, Jesus. Like, I am so glad. I couldn't stop smiling. Like, as soon as the news broke, I could not stop smiling. And I take it all back. I take it back. Ronaldo, I love you. Ronaldo, I love you. And
Is he the GOAT? Is he the GOAT, Naruto? Is he the GOAT?
as the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Messi doesn't even come close. Messi needs that. That's what's happening. And
That beautiful man right there. He's back again.
stand by everything I said. You know, if he had gone to Man Utd, that would have been,
Yes.
stab in the back. That would
100%.
have disrespected everything we stand for as fans. But clearly, he gets it. He gets it. He knows the feeling that we feel. He adores the club as much as we adore it. And at the end of the day, he wouldn't have betrayed it like that. And as soon as he gave him a call, there was only one place to go.
No. As soon as I DM'd him, you see, I messaged the uncles. I was like, listen, let me try DM Ronaldo. Let's see what can happen. DM'd him. I was like, listen, Shorty, I know you and I have been tight over the last few years. Defended me. You didn't study exams because you're watching me. Let me come back. Let me come back. And I was like, Ronaldo, let's go. Let's run it back one more time. One last time. Let's run it back.
Just to straight away do this. Your dad needs to get out of chat. He's being so
He's just jealous. He's jealous. He's jealous.
Send some tension.
I mean,
You are
everyone's
so
gonna
jealous.
be jealous. Everyone
Time
is
to
just
get
gonna
out.
be jealous
I'm sorry.
because
I know it's tough to be a Liverpool fan, that you never make any signings.
Literally,
you don't have any legends, really.
It's tough to be any supporter of any other club because I tell you what, boys, there is no greater club than fucking Manchester United. There is no greater player than Cristiano Ronaldo, and that's the end of the story. Messi and what's it, 32, 33? He went to the easiest fucking league in the world. Cristiano Ronaldo at 36 goes to the hardest league in the world and one of the worst teams in that league in the terms of the big teams, and he's here to prove a point. Exactly. No other man, no other footballer will have the balls and mentality that Cristiano Ronaldo has. And you can take your Messi GOAT debate and you can shove it up your ass because there is only one GOAT, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. There's only one. There is only one. Thank you, Sir Alex Ferguson. Thank you, Bruno Fernandes. Thank you, Ollie. Thank everyone for making this deal possible.
First and last time I was giving thanks this season, I promise.
Literally.
Yes, Melissa?
What is that like? I haven't heard anything on that. Like, how did he play a part in this?
There's many tweets, actually. So, the first thing, obviously, we did our show today. And that was very weird. We were all like, he's linked with SETI. They say the official bird hasn't really gone in or whatever. And we're just saying, like, we don't want to believe it. And if it does happen, it's a tough one to take. But then, as we ended that video, and the video went public after we posted it,
it went down.
Ollie did his press conference. And Clay and I were still on the Discord call while Ollie was doing the press conference. And I told Clay, I'm like, something's very strange because Ollie was naturally asked about Cristiano Ronaldo. and he said, "Listen, if Ronaldo wants to come back from Juve, he knows we'll open the doors, and we have Bruno Fernandes speaking on the phone with him." And I was like, now that's something you don't really hear Oli saying, because usually when Oli's asked about transfers or asked about players, he's always like, I don't like to speak about other clubs' players. They're not really my player. He's very sketchy and very cautious with it. But with Ronaldo, it just seemed different, and that was the start. That was the start of this whole adventure, this whole U-turn. And then you're starting to hear in the know accounts tweeting things, Rio putting out these cryptic tweets, just the ellipsis and things, and I was like, now something's going on. There's a very little hope I had at that point, but something is going on. And then eventually it just started going and going and going. Fabrizio said a bird could go in and a U-turn could be happen. And then according to Mendes and Fabrizio and all the other journalists, as soon as United came to the table, it was game over. Cristiano Ronaldo knew that I'm going to Manchester United. And
I'm so glad he proved to be the player he was. That's all I have to say. I'm glad he actually showed his true colours and didn't go and just chase the money at an oil club. He came back home when he wanted a challenge. He came back up and I'm buzzing. I'm just so happy. I haven't been as happy in a minute.
It's something special. It's something special.
It really is.
Like I'm impressed in that sense because we have a history of delaying deals. But I guess there's a type of deal that had to be done quickly. And as much as we were slating Ronaldo, there was the sense of disbelief because the things he said about the club, you kind of feel like that's why it was so disappointing. To go from one standpoint to completely the opposite, and it made him seem so funny. So I'm extremely happy that this happened, gone down like this. The old club tried; they tried to use money to buy an icon. No, icons go to iconic clubs, not classic clubs.
Tell you what, there's not many players when they age at 36 and they prime right at the top who are coming back to the Premier League, especially to a club that's not really the finished article at the moment. That's not really competing at everything, all the major trophies, and says, "I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. I'm one of the greatest players in the world. I'm the greatest player of all time." No one does what Ronaldo does. He showed more than everyone that despite all the rumors, despite what people might have think or whatever, I came back home. I am a Man United boy. It's where I started. I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end it here. And no matter what happens now, what Ronaldo's performances are like, I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less what happens.
I'm so happy about you.
Is back
home. Salty comments. It's so beautiful. I love it.
I know. SK saying Ronaldo and UTM. Yeah, I don't know if someone told Ronaldo, but low key, he's going to be playing defensive midfield for us. I don't know if anyone told him that. But kind of need a DM. He'll be great in DMs, physical, tall, distribution, quick.
Mad ahead.
What's going to happen? Bruno can play DM, Ronaldo take 10, and then we're going to come with Cavani.
Oh my gosh. That seems like the dodgiest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, but I don't want to get into Twitter because it's going down on Twitter. Twitter is flying. It's breaking. Obviously, I got Twitter in front of me. Rafael from United, ex-United fullback, Rafael de Silva. He says the king is back home. I think Fabrizio just replied to, I believe, Bruno Fernandes. And then, he just replied to Manchester United official Twitter saying, "Welcome home, Cristiano Ronaldo." And then Bruno just replied, "Agent Bruno, ? Welcome back, Cristiano." Fabrizio says, "Here we go. Good work, Bruno Fernandes." It's just, to think we got those two together now is it's unreal. Mike also tweeting about it. Just the gif of Cristiano Ronaldo back. People are popping champagne bottles, singing "Viva Ronaldo" everywhere. And I must go back to Fabrizio. To see how the whole days of events have turned, because I tell you what, it's been emotional. I couldn't sleep yesterday. I couldn't sleep last night. I didn't feel right. I was like, it don't feel good. This whole situation just doesn't feel right. And by all means, I said, if there was footballing gods out there, they will make sure that Cristiano Ronaldo ends up back at Manchester United. So if we go to the beginning of today's whole freaking roller coaster, there was Fabrizio stat padded a lot of tweets about Ronaldo today.
Yeah, he did. He probably did.
He proper stat padded today. Let's start with the City rumors. I'm not going to talk too much about the City rumors. He said, then what happened was Cristiano Ronaldo.
They didn't last long, ultimately.
He said Cristiano Ronaldo informed his Juventus teammates that he wants to leave. Mendes will be in direct contact with City today to discuss Ronaldo's salary. It won't be 31 million. It won't be 31 million nets per season as the current one. Then he started saying that Cristiano Ronaldo also informed his Juventus teammates that he wants to leave. Mendes will be in direct contact with City today to discuss Ronaldo's salary. Then it went on to Ronaldo has left training. He left after 40 minutes just to say goodbye to the staff, teammates, whatever. Obviously stating that that's it. And from that point, that was like 7 hours ago in the day. At that point, it was like, it's done. He's for sure leaving Juventus. But at that point, I was like, there was nothing about United. There was no links to United. There was not even a sniff about Manchester United being in the race yet. Few hours go by. It's Juventus manager Allegri came out in the press conference. I think lots of people did their press conference today. He said Ronaldo told me yesterday that he wants to leave Juventus immediately. It's true and confirmed. He wasn't at training today and is not available for tomorrow's match. He then also said, I'm not disappointed by Cristiano Ronaldo. He wants to leave Juventus and he's made his choice. He's going to look for another club after 3 years. It's part of life. Then things started picking up because Oli also had a press conference. Pep had a press conference. When Pep came out and said, with regards to Ronaldo, it'll be about Manchester City. I mean, him choosing Manchester City, not Manchester City choosing about Cristiano Ronaldo. I started thinking that's something already, something fishy. And when Oli, like I said, came out and said those things about Ronaldo, Bruno's on the phone, we'll welcome him back with open arms. He knows that we're always going to be here for him. We wouldn't take Ronaldo back. I was like, okay, something must be happening. Something must be happening. And then he was... it proceeded to Fabrizio talking about just quoting Klopp's interview, where Klopp was basically like, I'm just a football supporter like everyone else, just want to see how it plans out. And then now it started to take place because Ronaldo went a private jet. He said his future will be decided in the next few hours with his agent, George Mendes. So he went on a private jet back home. Then this is what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said. He said, Cristiano Ronaldo, we've always had good communication. Bruno has been talking to him, as well as he knows how we feel about him. If he was ever going to move away from Juventus, he knows we are here. And from that point, I was like, okay, something must be happening. Something behind the scenes must be happening. And then Fabrizio is saying George Mendes is been on it since last night, talking about Cristiano Ronaldo's move to Manchester City and Manchester United. And then he said basically George Mendes is talking about Cristiano Ronaldo with Man City since the days it was verbal, but no official bid was sent to Juventus. Personal terms were not fully agreed. That's why Guardiola said things were far away. And then Manchester United are in contact with George Mendes as well. Now, this is where the tide started to turn properly. Fabrizio Romano, 3 hours ago. United have been in direct contact with George Mendes since yesterday night for Cristiano Ronaldo's comeback. Now the board are talking about figures of the deal, potential salary, also the fee for Juventus. Man United are now seriously interested, as well as Man City. And we are like, okay, now we're trying. At least we're trying for the greatest player of all time. Our club is actually acting serious. They want to do something to impress us. Yeah. Then things really started to pick up. He said, Man City have decided to leave negotiations. And I was like, from that point, I was touching wood. As soon as he said, City are done, they're out of it, I touched wood. I was like, surely not. Surely not. Surely the king, the GOAT, is not going to come back to Manchester United. But he did. Long story short, United started preparing the official contract proposal. George Mendes received it soon, and they were confident. Paul Pogba was not involved in any of the talk. And good. Because I would have done it. But Paul Pogba, with Ronaldo, it's just, we're living on another world, boys. United fans, what a day it's been. He then said, where was the year we go? Then Fabrizio said, I was at Soccer City when this happened. Fabrizio sent out a tweet saying he's going live now. And I was like, at that point, I was like, I have to come back home. We have to go live because I know exactly what Fabrizio is going to say. I put on the stream. Fabrizio was like, he basically said it's been a crazy 24 hours. He said, you can't believe what has happened. He said, it's a miracle U-turn. It's an amazing comeback. It's one of the best ever that he's seen. And then long story short, Cristiano Ronaldo is a Manchester United player. Here we go. So United will pay 15 million euros with 8 million euros in add-ons as a fee to Juventus for Cristiano Ronaldo. Going to be around 20 million euros guaranteed to Juventus, as some add-ons are easy. Paul Pogba has never been discussed as part of negotiations, like I've said. And then there's Fabrizio's pin tweet. Messi in the pin. Messi didn't. I'm pretty sure Messi didn't even break Jadon Sancho's tweet, but he, Fabrizio pinned it. But then the new goat is pinned on Fabrizio, and that's Cristiano Ronaldo. Is a here we go done deal between Juventus and Man United on a permanent move. Cristiano has accepted the contract proposal from Manchester United and is coming back home. Medical to be scheduled soon. CR7 is back. There we go. Gentlemen,
okay. Interesting stats to start us off. Cristiano Ronaldo has accumulated more expected goals since 2014-15 than the entire Manchester United team that started last weekend's match.
Yeah.
That is a stat for you.
No matter the age, this guy is world class. He makes the bracket. He's a top.
Maloto should know, because Maloto is like he's a B-Tech passer fan. That's what he is. And this man has ruined your childhood. Now. He's made my childhood great.
He made my childhood, as a person, as much as I put Barcelona. The thing is, I've experienced all of it. That's the beauty of the movie. I've experienced it with United. I've experienced it with Barca. So, I've got the whole lot. But back to the point, I feel like, imagine, Pogba, Ronaldo, and Bruno.
That's so good.
That is mad. Time to be favorite?
Yeah, and then also Patrice Evra sending a screenshot on Twitter saying, people need to calm down sometimes. He says he's coming home. Relax, man. Now I can post it. Biggest transfer in football history. And it's just a screenshot saying, my bro, all good. Things going well, and you. And then Patrice Evra sent a voice note, it looks like. And they said, you're the man. I'm going to play in our club. And he said, stop laughing, bro. I'm not your clown. And then, that's it. That's it. That's Evra conversation. Just lots of voice notes. I'm pretty sure Ronaldo basically told him that I'm going back to Manchester United. Even someone like Rio Ferdinand said, as soon as he heard the news that it was linked to City, he ran Cristiano Ronaldo straight up and said, tell me it's not right. Tell me. It's like, no, this is just the situation or whatever. And he was like, no, you can't. Like, and then Rio was basically saying, can you imagine how Ferguson would feel, how the fans would feel, or whatever? Yep. And at the end of the day, Cristiano is one of us. He's a United boy. Through and through, nothing can break the bond. The bond he has with Sir Alex, the bond he has with Ronaldo, the bond he has with United fans. It's something special, and it's something that cannot just be created and destroyed within a second. So happy days from Cristiano Ronaldo.
What is going on
I'm trying to see.
Well, that's like trying to call me by himself.
Well, that's strange.
Let me see what's going on. Okay. Never mind. And he ended it. What's going on?
Fine. Leave him. We'll
just doing things.
And then this is just what United said. This is official from Manchester United's website. United confirmed Ronaldo agreement. It says Manchester United is delighted to confirm that the club has reached an agreement with Juventus for the transfer of Cristiano Ronaldo, subject to agreement of personal terms, visa, and medical. Cristiano, a 5-time Ballon d'Or winner, has so far won over 30 major trophies during his career, including 5 UEFA Champions Leagues, 4 FIFA Club World Cups, 7 league titles in England, Spain, and Italy, and the European Championship for his native Portugal. In his first spell for Manchester United, he scored 118 goals in 292 games. Everyone at the club looks forward to welcoming Cristiano back. That's all we get for now from Manchester United. And we just Harry Maguire saying welcome home to Cristiano Ronaldo. Premier League saying welcome back to the Premier League at Cristiano Ronaldo. Fantasy saying, are you guys excited? Obviously, if there's any fantasy league players in here, I will be wildcarding very soon. As soon as his price is revealed, as soon as I know he's going to play a game, we're hitting the wildcard. Ronaldo, I don't give a fuck about Salah.
His medical's on Sunday, guys.
I don't care. I don't care about winning the FPL anymore. I know there's an RDA league and everything. I don't care. Salah has to go. We're having Bruno. We're running the triple United threat. Because
just a little. Just because he's only going to be available after Sunday. The best pace, okay? So for next week, we can wildcard. Okay, guys? Don't push that button yet.
Don't push it yet. Don't push it yet.
Wait for next week.
Yeah, interviews, all that.
Exactly. Just wait for now. Although you'll come.
Exactly. I think this is the stat you see where Cristiano has accumulated more expected goals since 2014, 50 than the entire Manchester United team that started last weekend. Oh my god.
Yep. That is a ridiculous stat.
Exactly.
Really ridiculous.
And now that the excitement's over, I'm sure we will see more tweets. from other ex-legends and things like that. But the fact that he turned down Man City is it's a bonus. It's a bonus.
Oh.
You
Even
can't
Van
buy
der Sar
legends.
tweeted, "How are you feeling, United fans? Always dreamt but never expected that moment to happen. Welcome back in Manchester, Cristiano."
Honestly, it's the greatest feeling ever. I don't think anything could top it. It's a dream signing. We're talking about. I don't know about you guys, because everyone.
Wow,
feels perfect
excited Gibbs sticker here.
In terms
We are
of
the
me,
excited Gibbs fee.
exactly. In terms of myself, Ronaldo has been he's been a life changer.
Yeah.
He has been my favorite footballer forever. And if you went to City, which he didn't, he didn't. Stuck your mum. You went to United. But if he did, I don't know how I would have felt. I would have been heartbroken. I wouldn't know what to say. But don't have to care. He's back home. He showed loyalty. Don't care. We move on. The last dance, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
But I want to talk about how Cristiano fits into this team, because we do have to. At some point, we have to deep inside the Cristiano Ronaldo signing. Now, obviously, this man's a goal scorer. He's an out and out goal scorer. No matter where he plays, he bagged unbelievable amount of goals at Serie A with the shit Juventus side. Now,
exactly.
Don't get us wrong. United's problems are not all solved, right? They're not all solved. But I must reiterate that this Manchester United squad has Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, Jadon Sancho, Marcus Rashford, Anthony Martial, Donny van der Beek. I can go on. I can Mason Green. We can go on. We can go on. We can go on. I am fully expecting Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to change his ways now. This team has to be around Ronaldo. We need to do everything in our possibility to get this man goals. 1,000%. We need to put that. It needs to be Liverpool tactics. Cross and inshallah. Cross, inshallah. Ronaldo, fuck it, he's somewhere in the box. Put the ball in the box. We need to create chances for a striker, which is something United don't really do.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping he does that. What else does Ronaldo offer us? Leadership, experience, the winning mentality. Could you imagine people like Bruno, Amad Diallo, Jadon Sancho? Some of those players are our age. Some are even younger. They all idolize Cristiano Ronaldo. Imagine if we were in Jadon Sancho's position and we just sitting there and we're like, guys, what's happening? We just check Ronaldo just walk past us in Carrington. You want to learn. I'm expecting. Could you now? Yeah. People always go on about Cavani's, importance about developing Mason Greenwood. Screw Cavani. Who's Cavani? I don't even know who Cavani is anymore. We got Cristiano Ronaldo.
Exactly.
But the things Mason Greenwood could learn from Cristiano Ronaldo now, that's something interesting in me. And the craziest thing out of it all is that I'm still trying to get in my head how on earth Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is managing this team, which I'll leave for another day. But it's mind blowing. This transfer window is going to go down in history as one of the craziest and most
unexpected ones.
Unexpected one ever. Yeah. So I'm happy days, boys. I want to hear what you guys think about Cristiano Ronaldo, because I think I've said my part about Cristiano Ronaldo.
There's a big thing to address in chat that I think we should all have an opinion on right now as well. If we don't win something now, are we burning the club down? Peary says. I fear the answer is yes.
That's the question.
I very much.
The only reason I didn't want to bring that conversation up is because I don't want to turn something so positive like this into a negative. But
it's something that needs to be said right now, though, to an extent.
If Ole don't win the league, he don't compete for things, he does do his nonsense. What's gonna happen? What's the excuse this time? But you want Messi? You want Messi?
It's a fat zero. Not just a zero. It's a fat one.
Exactly. How are we gonna feel also when Dan James is playing ahead of Cristiano?
I will tell TV. I genuinely will.
Because Ole is capable of doing all of these things. Yeah. But I think that's a serious question, which I didn't want to avoid. But I'm thinking along the lines that what would Cristiano be thinking? Like, surely Cristiano knows that what the situation at United is. A player like Cristiano, surely he's not just dumbfounded about the problems his club help. I know what's really important is that I challenge Manchester United. I know they signed Cristiano Ronaldo, but can they bring the final piece of the puzzle now? Because unless Ronaldo plays DM, we still got a hold. I'm still seeing McFred every week. I'm still seeing big problems.
Oh my gosh.
But that is not, I must reiterate, that's not enough of an excuse anymore. We've said that before Ronaldo joined. This team around us is good, and it's good
This
enough
team is so
to
good.
challenge and win trophies. There is no excuse anymore. So I don't know.
Okay, I think I have to interrupt right away because for some reason Nish is calling us toxic for saying that we should win things. Are you hearing yourself, Nish?
Nish was trying to give me a pep talk he was trying to give me a pep talk in the car because he wants everything to be easy. He's
Nish, you do understand how that is.
Let's just enjoy Ronaldo at the club, you know.
We are saying we want to win things with Ronaldo and we're toxic.
Why do you build these squads then? What's the point of bringing these players if it's not about winning?
Exactly. Why are you bringing elite players if we're not elite? Okay, and there's another question. They need to sell Lingard to West Ham to have a strong bench too. Agree or disagree? Because I personally agree. I don't think he should have any place.
I don't think any of us would say there's a spot for Jesse Lingard on the bench. I think even for the betterment of Jesse Lingard's career, he should go to West Ham because we've always said that. So Jesse Lingard has to go for me, and especially because he can't be selected over Donny van de Beek. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Ollie's treatment about Donny van de Beek when it comes to other players getting selected over him. So. And then he also said
No, finish. I was just saying Malta's breaking up.
Okay, I think Malta lagged out.
Yeah, you lagged out a little bit there. I'll turn you up even more. Sorry, Malta. You have to repeat what you said, unfortunately.
What was that?
I think he's lagging a little bit.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Continue.
But I do agree with him saying that I believe he's referring to Lingard saying he's a liability as there's too many forwards. I do agree with that.
I think we can definitely agree with that.
Now, if you look in terms of our forward depth, it's the most ridiculous out of everything. If we count Paul Pogba, because Ollie plays Paul Pogba left wing, it's Pogba. Yeah. So it's Pogba, it's Ronaldo, it's Tony, it's Cavani, it's Greenwood, it's Rashford, it's Jadon Sancho, it's Dan James. That's 8 forwards. 8 forwards already. So Lingard has no role anymore at United. So he just has to go.
I think so, yeah.
Midfielders is what United.
Lingard can play in the 10 though. Lingard can play with Bruno plays.
But Donny can play there. And Donny should be starting ahead of him.
I don't know.
We've had this conversation before.
I've never really been a fan of Donny in that position. I don't think Donny's a 10. I think Donny's an 8. And Donny should be played in that position.
Lingard's a waste of space. I think it's simple as that. I don't care if Donny's not a 10. Lingard's a waste of space.
Lingard is a waste of space for me also.
He's a proper waste of space for the club right now.
We need to rotate. At club of our size, we need to be rotating consistently.
Donny doesn't even get game time. Jesse's played more minutes than him this season already.
Here's the thing. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I'd rather have Jesse Lingard playing Donny out of position because I think it doesn't make sense. He doesn't really contribute anything.
At the midfield, he's more than good enough and capable enough. He's just not Bruno.
I disagree.
Ronaldo gets 20 goals a season with Donny behind him. 100%.
I've seen countless of games last season, and the one I recall the most is West Ham, where we started Donny in the 10, and he's not a 10. He just passes side to side. He's not creative.
He's not a Bruno 10. He's not going to lob a ball 50 yards over the end and get Rashford a goal.
You know the thing I hate about it? It's like Malota might think like this way.
He's a super technical player.
Don't think like that. If Lingard stays at this club, Donny is getting even less game time now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And Donny is clear. He is clear of Jesse Lingard.
I'd rather not play Donny than play him out of position. Honestly, I just think it doesn't make sense.
So what you're saying is Lingard's a better 10 than Donny van de Beek?
I think so. And that might sound
disagree.
But I think so.
Definitely disagree.
But yeah, I do not agree that Jesse Lingard's a better 10 than
100%.
Donny van de Beek. He hasn't proved it.
Donny van de Beek has 10 times the technical ability Jesse Lingard has ever had or shown. 1000%.
With Donny, it's about retaining the ball. He's an 8. He's a shabby. He's not a 10. And every time we played him last season, you could see that Bruno was missing. He wasn't creative whatsoever. So I just don't see the point.
We didn't have Bruno.
We should be talking about the manager. We should talk about the manager and say the manager should be rotating more. Get the manager out. It's not about
Lingard. Be rotating with Lingard. That's the thing. We have better personnel than Lingard. I'd rather see Hannibal play than Lingard. And he is nowhere near for the Samedi. I am that.
We had this conversation. I don't want to get back into it on this show.
It is an interesting discussion, but this is the Ronaldo show.
Yeah, we disagree on this. Malota likes Lingard. We despise Lingard. We'd sell Lingard tomorrow.
Yes.
We would much rather see Clay and I would much rather see people like Hannibal, Shola, Donny. Number 10.
Lingard, you guys had him in your fantasy from time to time last season.
Yeah, at West Ham.
Yes.
That's where he should go. He's not a United player.
Your ability as a player is not dictated by your ability to get FPL points, okay? I'm not going to find something wrong in Manchester United just because you scored 2 goals now, okay?
You get FPL points because you made a contribution. You don't just get FPL points.
You balls from the edge of the box and then you just scored like 5 goals from it.
That's fair. Lingard is a good player. Lingard's a good player.
No,
he's not
he had an XG over 1
That's
basically for about 5-6 goals. That's bullshit. His stats show that is unrealistic.
Like I said to you the other day, I would take Lingard over Bernardo Silva because I think he's that good. I honestly do. I just think he had a tough time that year where he was horrendous. I slated him. I'm not saying I didn't slate him, but he's good enough to be on United's bench, and we need a manager who's going to rotate and play Lingard and not run Bruno into the ground.
Yes, but you have Donny for that. And Ali has proved Donny wants to be a 10 under him. You should rotate with Donny. We had the rotation. In Ollie's mind, himself has played Donny 10.
Just because you don't like it. That's my stance.
I will say this exact same thing that you have said to us before. In Ollie's mind, Donny is a 10. And he has played in the 10 for Ollie. Therefore, Ollie should be rotating him already. We should not have this conversation that now Lingard should be rotated in.
Exactly. So the problem is with the manager, not Lingard.
The disagreement is on the player. Yes, we agreed with that, Milton. We agreed with that.
I agree with that, yeah.
We just don't think Lingard is good enough.
But yeah, that's the thing. That's what they said in chat. Would we sell Lingard? It's a yes or no question. Clay and I would. You wouldn't. You have your reasons.
Definitely.
We have ours. You know? That's just how it is. So.
And I want to ban Nish from chat in all honesty, just for his comments, but hey.
Yeah, also.
Donny Van de Hoe, and he spelled Donny wrong even.
Donny is better than most of our midfield, so you can hold that, okay? I'm not going to bring your idiotic comments into here because, if anyone gets offended, this is my uncle. I can slate him as much as I want. I can slate. It's not, not be about bringing respect. No, my uncle, I'll slate him. If he deserves to get slated, I'll slate him. So
exactly.
It is what it is. However, I want to talk about Ronaldo because now we have to build a team around Ronaldo.
Go back to it.
And Lingard doesn't help that situation. But anyways.
Definitely not.
Guys, Ronaldo's striker, right? I don't think we can disagree. He's starting every week. Up front, he's our number 1 striker.
What happens? No. But I want to ask, what happens? Does Greenwood then, for the sake of game time, play on the right? Does he rotate with
be in the same situation with Cavani last season and would be this season if Ronaldo didn't sign. He would be a rotation player for Cavani.
Supposedly, there's people also on Twitter saying just keep an eye on the Cavani situation because I have a feeling Cavani might not be able to be.
The issue is why did we renew his contract for next year? It's a waste of time and money for everyone involved.
Get Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, but again, if the plan was for Mason as well, then we shouldn't have done this either way. If Mason was going to be a starter this season, Cavani wouldn't have gotten his extension. So I think straight up Milito, it's going to be the exact same situation as last season. He's going to full right wing when he has to, and he's going to play striker when Cavani's injured. And now when Ronaldo's injured.
I mean, it's only a year contract. Ronaldo's getting the 7. Let's not pretend like he's not. Ronaldo's getting the 7. So Cavani might want to leave, because he won't feel respected that his number's going. And now he's not getting
let's not forget, right? Let's not sugarcoat it. Cavani doesn't want to be here.
He didn't want to be here.
He didn't want to be here, so.
He didn't want to. I think he changed his mind.
He wants to go to Uruguay. He said he wants to go on the international break. If he
wants to go back home.
He'll have to quarantine when he comes back, so he's going to miss even further games. I've always had my questions about Cavani. Everyone knows that. It's nothing to hide. And now that Ronaldo's in the picture, couldn't care. I couldn't care, man.
100%.
The time is up.
100%.
Don't care.
Clearly his heart's torn. So maybe, this is an opportunity to just say, yes, we would have liked to have you for the full season with the players in the stadium. But if you feel like you want to go home, and if this is a problem for you, then it works. It really works.
Yeah. And for me, if it was up to me now, Ronaldo is a legend. He's a Manchester United legend. Cavani is what? What is he to us? I don't know what he is.
A guy who scored 12 goals the last season.
A guy who was overhyped for his substitution.
Broken number 7 cards.
That's about it. That's about
the
it.
guy took a number 7 and did nothing.
I think personally the best situation for us is to let Cavani go. Keep Mason Greenwood. And I think the striker should be Mason Greenwood and Cristiano Ronaldo.
You know what the sad thing is about this? I agree, obviously, but it's kind of like, we've got the shiny new toy now, and we don't need Eddie anymore. It kind of comes across like that too.
I know you're right. I know you're right. But Cavani has done nothing for me, so don't care. Ronaldo has done everything.
He only started proving his worth at the end of the season. Where he just absolutely blitzed it. Otherwise, he looked like a striker.
Exactly, he did.
Fine.
Even some of the games
You
we
could tell
started,
his
okay,
heart wasn't there.
I'm not saying we're not going to slate Ronaldo for the same things, but you're going to get biases. I can't lie to you. I'm not going to
bias is proper, because this is a player we actually have respect for.
Yeah.
Someone who's proved himself at the highest level of football.
And the thing is, if we can't build around a team around Ronaldo, then there's no other player we're going to build a team around. So
exactly,
it is what it is. However, so Ronaldo will be our striker. He's going to score however many goals. I will get to that. I will ask you guys for a prediction. How many goals you think we're going to get with Cristiano Ronaldo this season. But on the right wing, this is the important one. I think for the importance of Manchester United, we have got a lot of good players. I must reiterate that. Definitely. A lot of good players in our front three. There was a lot. Even with Cavani, it was there. We were like, Cavani will be our striker, and we still have a lot of good players. So now we have Ronaldo up front. We have to put Jadon Sancho. We've got to put Paul Pogba on the left wing, because I feel like when you have a player like Cristiano Ronaldo, we've got to create chances for them. Yeah. We said if we went to City probably win everything, because the amount of chances they would probably create for Cristiano Ronaldo is immense. So we need to do that at United. And we probably got better players to do that. So we'll have Jadon Sancho on the right wing. We've got Paul Pogba on the left wing. And we all love Rashford. I might not be his biggest fan, but for the moment, let's just see how we can get it working,
Yeah.
Will Rashford create as many chances for a player like Ronaldo compared to Paul Pogba on the left wing? Probably not. And if you have a player like Cristiano Ronaldo, do you need Rashford's goals and assists? I don't really know. But I'm not saying throw Rashford away. He's going to be important for us. Don't get us wrong.
Definitely.
If you have a 30 goals and assists player on your bench, you know how insane that is. That's depth.
That's game changing. That's genuine game changing.
Then just behind Cristiano Ronaldo, there's this little Portuguese fella. I don't know if you know about him, boys. I don't know if people remember his name, but his name is Bruno Fernandes. As always, I said I would not trade.
Came from Sporting with Cristiano.
Exactly, he came from Sporting, like Cristiano.
No, with now. It's with now. They came together. It's beautiful.
They work together. It's beautiful. And that front four now, boys. Don't let it sound beautiful. Doesn't that front four sound beautiful? Ronaldo, Paul Pogba, Jadon Sancho, Bruno Fernandes. Is there? Is there a better front four in the world?
No, not anymore.
I mean, Mbappe's going to Madrid, so.
Mbappe, Sancho, same level. Say that right now. Mbappe, Sancho, same level. Ronaldo's better than Mbappe.
I'm a quick but we'll keep it going. Exactly. But evidently, we get better. However, then we go a bit further back in this team. Now we see the
I was about to go there.
No.
I don't know if
I don't want to go there.
I don't know if anyone told Cristiano Ronaldo about our issues behind that, but we've got some big issues behind that. Because we've got Scott McTominay and Fred, who I don't think Ronaldo knows exist. So that's a small problem. Now I have to ask you guys: a player like Cristiano Ronaldo comes in, he's going to take some time to get settled in with the new teammates. He'll be settled into the country. The fans will welcome him back.
It's Ronaldo.
Yeah, exactly, but I'm talking about getting to know the new players, some of the players he doesn't know. If he sees someone like Donny on the bench, or he sees he starts to learn about someone like Donny, would a player like Cristiano Ronaldo now push for Donny van de Beek to play now? Because I think Ronaldo is such a big influence that if Ronaldo has to knock on Ollie's door and says, why is Donny not playing? Donny will start playing.
Yeah. The thing is, we're also relentless, It's all about winning for him. So if he sees that someone's being a direct obstacle for winning, he's going to tell Ole, this is not on, We're trying to challenge for big honors. That's why I came here. So you better play Donny. He won't say it like that, and at the same time, what's becoming abundantly clear now is that our strengths do not lie in defense. So we need to go at teams. With this team, we can terrorize week in, week out, 100%. And it makes no sense not doing it.
I think so as well. So you in terms of WhatsApp, this current situation, we all agree that it'll be even more ridiculous now if Oli doesn't play more attacking football and more on the front foot and more positive, right? Because now it's like, what? If you don't play positive and attacking football when you have someone like Cristiano Ronaldo on the team, when will you ever?
Yeah.
And that's why I want to ask the hard-hitting question also. Because we know our backline. It's Luke Shaw, Varane, Maguire, Aaron Bissaka. We know how it is. they can whip in balls. And for once, maybe Luke Shaw will actually start getting some assists. Because no one finishes his
getting
goals.
assists at this point.
Exactly. People will start getting assists. But I want to ask you guys, I don't think this will happen, no matter what the situation is. But if Oli were not to succeed with Cristiano Ronaldo, and I mean by not succeed, I mean you'll still get top 4, but you won't win a Champions League, you won't win a league, you might win an FA Cup or something. Well, what will happen with the whole manager situation? Because I don't necessarily think Ronaldo would be like gets a real manager. I think he does respect the club. I do think he's a serial winner, and I think if Ronaldo was like get Oli out the club, they could probably do that. They probably would be like, okay, Oli, my boy, what's going on? If someone like Cristiano comes up to us and says there's problems, what's going on? You know, Ronaldo's that type of player now. He's that big. If Paul Pogba could get Jose Mourinho fired, Cristiano Ronaldo could easily do it. And obviously, we don't want that to happen now because I'm not Oli's biggest fan. I don't think he can do it. Even with the signing like Cristiano Ronaldo, I don't think it's going to change much. I wish though. Now I wish that Oli, you have, for somehow, like I've always said, you are the luckiest manager in the world of football.
Yeah.
You have been given yet another lifeline from the footballing gods. Please take advantage of it. Because if you don't take advantage of it now, how am I going to defend you? How am I going to support you? How are you going to win our trust? It's time to perform. There's no excuse. I was speaking with Nish also saying that, you know, we can't be too harsh because we still look at City's squad, look at all the other squads. But I've said this before. Our squad is not bad. It's insane. Our squad is insane. There's one significant weakness, and it's a vital part of the team. But we need to start performing way better now.
Considering we got second without it last season, we still scored a shit ton of goals. We still managed to keep clean sheets. It's not a problem that can make us lose a league, especially when we've only improved going forward now. Because that means those draws should turn into wins just from improving defense alone.
Yeah, Ronaldo's a clutch god. That's what he is.
100%.
If you give him the chance, he'll clutch it up.
Even in his last game, he came on for 45 minutes not even. He scored a goal. Unfortunately, it was ruled out, but literally, the guy came on, scored the winning goal. And that's his job. That's actually what he does. He's a fantastic player. There's no question about it. I don't know how we're gonna choke it, genuinely. Because that Southampton result doesn't happen if Ronaldo's here, probably. He probably comes on, he demands 110% from everyone. He just heads the ball in.
Not only is, genuinely. I was thinking if you mentioned that Southampton game, I know there was a half a chance, and it was very unlucky for March. But in situations like that, Ronaldo, he makes his own luck.
An informed, dangerous striker scores.
There might just be a little part of me that says Ronaldo puts that in the back of the net.
Probably.
It's easy as that. So,
it's only just out of it at the moment. So
that's the whole idea of him winning the Champions League for Madrid comes from. Him winning the Euros for Portugal comes from.
Yeah, touching up in the big match.
In a way, it doesn't matter that we don't have DM. It does, but it makes it better in the sense that we've got Ronaldo. Just give him one chance. One chance.
Ronaldo and Sancho and Varane.
But I'm about to say that we finished about 13 points or so behind Man City without Varane, Sancho, and Ronaldo.
I'm just getting excited. So I got ahead of you.
For me, that easily makes up 13 points. I'm forgetting exactly what it was.
100%.
But that easily makes it up, And I don't think Ronaldo will say, if he doesn't win anything, will go to the managers to, let's say, whoever the chairman is there and say, fire him. Because I think players kind of like to look at themselves and say, what did we do wrong? How did we not help the manager get the points?
Especially someone like Ronaldo, agreed.
Yeah. But at the same time, if we don't win a trophy, that's criminal.
That's completely.
That is criminal. So if we don't win a trophy, Ole must be banned from Manchester, not just fired, banned from Manchester.
Basically, as a manager, should not be allowed back.
I also think so. But I want to ask you guys also, how much better does Ronaldo make this team?
Much.
Like, do you think he is the missing piece to just like get us over the lines of things like that? The Europa League final, the FA Cups,
genuinely.
The smaller things, the smaller things. Maybe not the Champions League, maybe not the league, but is he that guy in that situation for that one-off time?
Always.
We need him to step up, and he'll do it.
The thing is, Ole never ceases to amaze, so we have to consider that.
Yeah.
Oli is not a factor with Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't care. I don't care who's managing us. Okay.
You need a spine, You can't just say you're going to get more
playing us right now, okay? And he only knows how to keep people up. He has no clue how to actually.
Ronaldo is almost the perfect player for Oli. When you need a man to pull out something from nowhere, where you gonna go? It's gonna be Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got the best individual brilliance player in the world, you know. So yeah, I am excited, boy.
He has never scored less than 20 goals a season since his first goal scoring season at United. Ever since, he never scored less than 20 goals a season.
Yeah, and this is the stat, right? I was looking in Cristiano Ronaldo's career. He's played 895 games, 674 goals, 229 assists. And yeah, that's something. Oh, that's basically, you guarantee the goal every game. You guarantee the goal contribution every game.
Literally. And those blanks were literally from early in his career when he was still learning how to finish.
Exactly.
As he got older, genuinely became like a 1-to-1 conversion rate. Especially at Real Madrid, it genuinely was like he scored a goal a game.
I think so as well. So I think in terms of the numbers, in terms of what the player Cristiano Ronaldo is, we're going to expect.
It's ridiculous.
Well, I wouldn't say expect, because like I said, even if he doesn't do necessarily the best, I'm over the moon. Would this be a signing I do every day of the week, regardless of the situation? Yes, I would. I would bring Cristiano Ronaldo at any chance I could have got. This is a fantasy.
100%.
This is a fairy tale. This is a dream come true. There are some United fans. I was telling Clay today when the news was going around saying that I'm 12 years old. You know, I never got to watch Ronaldo at United.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't even get to watch him at Madrid or anything. But they support United and they're excited. You know, some people's dads, you know, would be watch Ronaldo.
Ridiculous.
Their sons get to watch it. You know, their children get to watch Ronaldo at United for one last time. It's a special moment. This doesn't really ever happen, especially for a player like Ronaldo's caliber. You know, you might get a Zlatan who will come back, who's not necessarily on that level, or like who I'm trying to think of. Like, let's just say, even if Ander Herrera came back, you know, we'd love them.
I think it's going to be like a Van Persie type of vibe with him right now. Because he's on the older side of his career. He doesn't have that many years left, but he's still going to bring home good 20+ goals this season, genuinely.
Something like Van Persie. Van Persie won us the league when he came.
Exactly.
The crazy thing is, Ronaldo is even way better than Robin Van Persie. You know, honestly, this is the mad signing.
I think Ronaldo was still at his peak. I just think playing in the Italian league at a pretty poor club at the moment in Juventus.
It almost looked like he was
still top goal scorer, though.
And he was still the top goal scorer. Yeah, don't get us wrong, but it's almost like something was missing. You know, that fire. It's just like
And maybe him back in red's gonna help him.
I think so as well. I think this is a Ronaldo type of. Why wouldn't Ronaldo want to prove a point? He's like, Messi went to PSG, Ramos went to PSG. PSG got everyone. Easy league. Let me come back to United. Let me show the world what I can do. And I tell you what, if Ronaldo did have to win us a league or a Champions League, I'm not hearing any more debates. I don't know who Messi is. Don't know what it is. Don't know who he is. What the thing is. Cristiano is on a whole nother level. He's on a whole nother level.
All I'll say is, I do not want to see Maguire lifting that title.
Oh my gosh.
You better get out of the way. Yep. One man lifts the title.
Yeah.
100%. It's only one.
And the only reason I was also confident today is that to bring back some devil advocate, not really devil advocate, but it's true, is that this is the Glazer masterclass. It's true. You know, it is what it is. The Glazer
very, very true.
They know a signing like Cristiano Ronaldo. So it's basically dead. Am I going to be still Glazers out? Yes, of course. But like I said, I love Ronaldo. Don't get me wrong. This is something special. I'll thank him forever. As long as the contract's done now, so I don't have to plead. You don't have to say you're so good or whatever. I don't have a CDM. Okay, I want a CDM. CDM is in Jacob or whatever. But you choose, right? I'm not going to tell you not to buy a Ronaldo shirt, obviously, or whatever. You choose to do that, because when it's a player like Ronaldo, you make up your own mind, ain't it? As for me, though, gonna definitely get another fake shirt with Ronaldo on the back. Maybe all three of them again. Fake Ronaldo on the back. So I implore you to do that, you know. Still, however, it's a Glazer masterclass, because when you sign Ronaldo, like we said, does this win over lots of support from other fans? You know, we don't really care about the other things like that. They just care about the headlines and what they get to see.
Yeah.
It wins them over for sure. Does it not bring a whole section of a new fan base to Manchester United? Because one thing's for sure, there will be people like me who love Ronaldo and loved Manchester United, but I was a United boy. So even if Ronaldo was at Madrid, but Madrid played United, I've told Maloto this a few times because he's asked me. I was always like, I want United to win this. There's no question about it. But Ronaldo's got lots of fanboys. I am a big fan. Don't get me wrong. I want the biggest fan. But there is another section of fanboys. It's like who just love for Ronaldo, you know, and they're gonna come with him. So the Glazers will be like, ching ching ching, done, easy money. Let's get the kids out. Let's get Ronaldo number 7 on the back. Easy done. Social media,
100%.
easy clicks. Team viewer, any other sponsor associated with United, they're going to be racking it up. And everyone want a piece of this cake. Ronaldo is a Nike ambassador, a Nike sponsor, and we obviously are sponsored by Adidas. So Adidas will even be like, okay, what's going on? I don't know how that situation is going to work, but we will just have to see. But in terms of Adidas or Nike, one of them are going to benefit.
Special Nike kick just for Ronaldo.
Yeah, maybe we get a tick with an Adidas next to that or something like that. But this is a huge marketing person. And it's not just Ronaldo in this team anymore, because it was Paul Pogba. That's why Paul Pogba, regardless of what his performances are like, will be valued that much because it's still Paul Pogba.
Yeah.
And another question I also want to ask is, this just made me think before I forget. If you Paul Pogba now,
You signed the thing. Cristiano Ronaldo, Varane, and Sancho. I don't care what you have to say, but he signs the thing. He signs.
You can't say I want to leave because I want to go to where it's more competitive, or I want to go to where I'm going to win trophies. All of which, are you having a laugh? Do you see this team?
Do you see this team? Oh.
How much do you think Ronaldo will push for it, though? Do you think? Because I think this could be Ronaldo's last team he plays for.
Ronaldo's going to walk into the team meeting with Pogba and put the pen and paper down in front of Paul and say, sign it, I'm here.
And the team. Who's going to say no to that? Imagine Ronaldo's like, yeah, come on.
Yeah, sign it. Stay with me.
Who's not going to sign the team? Who's
100%.
Cristiano Ronaldo? I can't wait, because the hype that was around Cavani, that was fake hype. Whatever was fake about that is going to be real about Ronaldo.
Yeah.
When that guy walks into Carrington on his first day, you best believe this team is going to feel a whole different other level. And I think Ronaldo is going to show them a whole different other level. Because Ronaldo's experienced now. He's probably thinking at that age where it's like, if I see something out of line, I'll get to say it. I've been here before. I know how to solve certain situations. If he sees people like Ahmad will get to... If I was Ahmad, I would be buzzing, by the way. Ronaldo's probably his favorite footballer ever.
Greenwood, Rashford, they're buzzing right now, imagine.
They're all going to be... Rashford, my boy, I must talk about you also, because we know how you before Ronaldo came, you thought you were our Ronaldo. You're the biggest fan, but we've seen your free kicks. We've seen how you move. You think you are Ronaldo. Hopefully, Ronaldo's going to show you how to be Ronaldo, and then you become even better. You elevate that game. But yeah, boys, I can't express how excited I am about the signing. I guarantee you, maybe not in my life, maybe in a whole another generation, maybe another guy who's Ronaldo, there'll be a player like that. But in our lives, boys, us three sitting here, and many others who will watch the show, and many others who are United fans, it ain't gonna get better for us. And that's why I wanted it. I know we have defensive midfield problems. I know Ronaldo doesn't necessarily guarantee us a league win or a Champions League win. But I will never deny, in my one life that I get, to watch Cristiano Ronaldo, my favorite footballer, play for the club of my dreams. I would never deny it, and I applaud the club. Oli, Bruno, other legends, Rio, Edwin, everyone associated with this deal somehow. I think it's a massive thank you for Manchester United. And, even to the Glazers, to be honest with you, if you keep doing things like this, then we won't really have a problem. We want a DM, obviously, don't get us wrong. But what would you guys rate this transfer window then? With Cristiano Ronaldo, Rafael Varane, and Jadon Sancho.
I'd say 10.
Before Ronaldo came, I'd probably give it a 7. But now with Ronaldo, it's a 10. It's like, what? The thing is, to sign Ronaldo, and they did it.
Yeah. As much as we didn't get every position and we didn't get a DM, it's just how it happened. How City was trying to embarrass us, really. And we stepped in and said, no, we're a bigger club and these things mean something to us. The history means something to us. And we made it happen. So for that, I have to give them a 10.
Yeah. I would be the slight pessimist and put it at a 9 just because we haven't addressed the one issue we've said for over a year.
The irony is
amazing, but this is still an issue.
It's literally
been an issue for over a year,
and somehow it's still
we avoided it. Literally, we just avoided it. We've just literally patched around it completely, and so our attack's phenomenal, and we've improved our defense, but we don't have a DM. So it's a 9. It's as close as you're going to be, unless you somehow pull off a Neves signing on top of this. Then it's a 12. Genuinely, then it's a 12. What are you doing?
Some news, Cristiano has a letter to the Juve fans. not to us. Don't get excited. It's not to us. Okay, it's to the Juve fans. But he said, today I depart from an amazing club, the biggest in Italy, and surely one of the biggest in all of Europe. I gave my heart and soul for Juventus. And I'll always love the city of Turin until my final days. Something in Italian, which I can't read, something always me, and I try to thank that respect by fighting for them in every game, every season, every competition. In the end, we can all look back and realize what we achieved, great things. Not all that we wanted, but still, we wrote a pretty beautiful story together. Again, he wrote like a poem, I guess, a Juve poem, and he said, "I'll always be one of you.
Yeah.
You are now part of my history, as I feel that I'm a part of yours. Italy, Juve, Turin, Tifosi, Benarachi, he'll always be in my heart." And that's the one thing about Ronaldo. He's as professional as you can get. There's no bigger professional in the sport than Cristiano Ronaldo. So I'm just laughing because I'm on Twitter and I see in Sky Sports, and in the background there's just some overweight guy doing the C like multiple times. It's hilarious. I promised the video also. I will record the video when this day later down.
It'll come out
follow my Twitter. You will see that video probably.
I'll make this on the YouTube. You subscribe, I'll put it on the YouTube. I'll make sure it's
we might get demonetized because I'm moving my boxes, but it is.
It's fine. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I'll
do it tomorrow in the daylight, with the United shit. Maybe I'll do it when I get my fake Ronaldo shit. I'll do it.
And you got a message in chat, bro.
And I see TVO says Chelsea forever. Can I also support United now? Influenced by Sean. And that's up to you. You make that decision. But if Ronaldo at the end of the day leaves, I don't know what to say to you because, like I said, we support. At the end of the day, Ronaldo will come and go, but this club stays. I've watched Pereira. I've watched. We've been through it. We've been through the shit. We've been through the shit at United. This is it's nice. It's nice to get treated like this once. Varane, Jadon Sancho. This is the best transfer window ever. It's way better than the Pogba, Zlatan, Mkhitaryan. This tops it by far.
Definitely.
This tops it by far. I guarantee you one thing because we're probably going to come towards the end. After this live stream, I'm going to get pissed. And I'm going to maybe do a live stream on our YouTube channels. Clay and I might do a stream there. But other than that, I'm going to be watching a lot of Ronaldo comps again. Because fortunately enough, I might have been a very, very young lad. But I remember moments of Cristiano Ronaldo at United. I'm gonna be rerunning. I'm running it back. Running it back. I'll be watching Ronaldo dunking on Messi and Benjamin Maloto also. Running it back. Running it all back. So subscribe if you're new, smash a like if you haven't already. The irony is we got 7 likes for CR7. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
That's proper poetic.
More than beautiful.
Exactly. So I must ask you guys though, how many goals are you getting from Cristiano Ronaldo this season?
Before I answer that, the City fans can hold this L. I can hold it. Last night, mans were telling me here about how we must stop living in the past, and we're going to be putting him in our fantasies. They will definitely put him in their fantasies.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So they're going to hold this down, but definitely over 20 in the league. I say
20 over 20 plus in the league. Okay.
In the 25. League alone.
In the league alone. Yeah.
You. That's getting close to some
how many
records.
did Bruno get last season? 16?
Yeah, something like that.
So I don't think a United player got 20 in the league for a long time. I think Martial got 17. Yeah. I think he got 17 in the league. Yeah, 17 in the league. Yeah. 17 in the league for Anthony Martial. Hey,
this was the last.
This is Cristiano Ronaldo. How many goals did he get last season in Serie A?
That's a good question. Let me go bring up that stuff. Let's see if we can find it.
Serie A. 33 games, 29 goals.
Yep. Almost a goal a day.
Time we've been saying he's been having a bad season or something like that.
Hey, I tell you, you know what, guys? Let's
played 140 games for Juve, 104 goals.
There you go.
Ridiculous.
There you go. We might be disrespecting Ronaldo, can't we?
Yeah, it means
many goals might be a bit low.
Oh, so he got 29 goals and 3 assists in the 33 games. So he's 1 goal contribution away from getting 1 contribution every game. You're insane, that is. Oh.
I'm hoping. At minimum, I think 20 goals in the league. At minimum, definitely. If all things go well, which I'm assuming it does, and we just flog every ball we have towards that direction, I think he could get 25 plus goals in the league possibly. He's gonna be on pens. I have seen a lot of people on Twitter.
Bruno said he's giving up pens for him.
Bruno said he's giving up pens, but I'm sorry to break it to you. We all love Bruno. He's definitely our favorite. We wouldn't trade him for anyone in the world. but he's given up pens.
Yeah.
However,
And you officially
Bruno-
said this.
Yes,
Bruno-
well, not
yeah,
officially,
Not
but
officially,
the
but
rumors,
it's
yeah.
basically official. However, Bruno, don't give up free kicks. No. CR7, I love you, my coach, and everything, but let's let Bruno take free kicks. Okay, let's let Bruno take free kicks. Stick to the
Lately, the
defense.
free kicks have been snugs.
Yeah, the snacks free kicks at the end of the career. It's not. You're not here for that. Okay, so
Exactly.
leave the free kicks to Bruno. Take the pens by all means, but leave the free kicks to Bruno. What a quality team! Never in my life I thought I would have so many favorite players at my club, at my old club. Ronaldo is one of my favorite players. No, he's not one. He's my favorite player of all time. Bruno Fernandes is my favorite player. Paul Pogba is a favorite player of mine. Yeah.
Before we go off, and I hope this doesn't spiral into something. How good is this team compared to the team Ronaldo won the Champions League with?
United.
It's close now.
Champions
It's actually getting close. It's genuinely close.
You know what the thing is, though? You know, like I said, it's everything around that team. It's one of the best teams ever. You know,
Yeah.
It's one of the best teams ever. However, that CDM role, that pivot of Ollie's,
Yeah,
man.
that's the difference maker here.
Anyone from any of the other United teams just walk in. They just walk in without a fight. They just walk in, and that's the problem.
But were you talking about the Real Madrid squad, or are you talking about the United squad that
The
won?
United squad, the one the Champions League.
I thought you were talking about the Real Madrid squad. That's why I got.
I think it's close, but like
close,
I said, it's just that pivot. That pivot is the issue alone.
Yeah,
Bruno,
definitely.
insane. Paul Pogba, insane. Jadon Sancho, insane. Cristiano Ronaldo, that striker, insane.
Rashford, insane.
Luke Shaw, best left back at the world at the moment. Aaron Bissaka, one of the best defensive right backs in the world.
Yep.
Varane and Maguire. Baz Maguire. David De Gea, if he can keep up his performance like he did at Southampton, we've got an insane team, We've got an insane team, and I'm imploring Ollie, the players, everyone, just put effort, the most amount of effort you can this season to do something special, especially because it's Ronaldo. Like, come on. Don't disrespect Ronaldo. Not the GOAT. Not the GOAT.
If we get stolen again, what do you say?
He's not my DM though, so it's sketchy.
Oh.
If we had like Ruben Neves or like Masuma, then I'm expecting trouble. Like we've always said, I'm expecting the trouble then. Like what's the excuse then? The team is perfect. Bench options, this, that, it's perfect. So there's no real excuse. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, just the Carabao Cup final, I would kill Adi.
So Claire, also, I don't think you answered the question, but how many goals does Cristiano Ronaldo get this season?
I think 20 is a fair assumption.
So it'll slow down just because you're winning Premier League.
Yeah, just
Ronaldo's gonna get 30.
Yeah, no, he's
Ronaldo
gonna blow out the water.
It is what it is.
He's gonna destroy it.
I ain't gonna complain.
And Salah broke his record, He wants to prove that point. He can't let Salah have the record.
Well, how many games? We're only 2 games in. Give them a bit of a head start.
And it looks like he's gonna miss the game on Sunday, because that's when he's
he'll definitely miss some.
So he should be up for next week.
But who we play next? Newcastle.
Newcastal.
You're rest in peace. Rest in
Newcastle.
peace.
We are gonna relegate you single-handedly.
Actually, I'm talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. Whoever we play from now on, I'm sorry. I feel sorry for you. If he gets a chance to, it's over. Cristiano Ronaldo is not
gonna mark Pogba, Bruno, and Cristiano. I watched
this man. He's ended childhoods. And also for the unveiling, it's very special. Man United, if you're listening. If a certain father of Manchester United, the dad, that's Alex Ferguson, maybe we'd like a walkout at Old Trafford, maybe with Ronaldo there. Both of them walk out would be nice in front of the fans. I would love that.
He can manage one game if he likes.
If he wants, he can manage 38 games. Also, right? We don't be shy.
I don't think Ollie would mind. Ollie wouldn't mind either.
I don't think Ollie would mind either. To be honest with you, I also didn't think Ollie would mind either. Ollie, in terms of you, my boy, I'm not gonna make a promise.
Yeah.
But clean slate. Clean slate.
Oh,
there's no clean slate.
Somehow you gifted golden ticket. It's clean slate in terms of my memory. Like just a quick refresh.
His memory's gone.
I dare see Ollie play a James or anything. I'm gonna slay. I'm gonna come for him. But
if James assists Ronaldo,
you basically got a game. You can't disappoint me. The next game.
Ronaldo can assist Ronaldo.
Exactly. The game. Basically, what I'm saying is, as soon as Ronaldo's in that team, I'm expecting the difference to be had.
Literally.
That's what I'm doing. Then make me forget about all the things I've said in the past. Prove me wrong. Why would I want you to prove me right? Anyways, I want you to show me why you can win the league. or you can win the Champions League. So Adi,
exactly.
It's not only a challenge to you, but it's also a challenge for the other players. You need to bring yourself up to Ronaldo's level.
Exactly.
It's no Champions League, yeah? No. Bring yourself up to Cristiano Ronaldo's level. And I tell you one thing about Ronaldo is that often or not, he genuinely does tend to bring other players around him to his level.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing is I just can't wait to see Pogba, Bruno, and Ronaldo together. Holy shit. That's amazing.
So I had something to say as well. Remember when people were memeing about the Paris Saint-Germain team now in FIFA? Now look at the United team in FIFA. This thing's stacked. The team is so stacked.
Basically, sign in DD and good to go.
Man, in FIFA you got Fred. In FIFA you got Fred. It doesn't matter. You don't need DD in FIFA.
Just more lightheartedly. If you're a rival fan, let us know how you feel about Cristiano Ronaldo. If you're a City fan, alright, so
you're a City fan, it's fine. You can go hide in your $1,000 home.
I just want it seems like not just neutral fans, not like necessarily rivals, but like the Southampton fans or like the other fans. They all wanted Ronaldo to come back to United, So
yeah.
Let us know what you guys think if you're not a Manchester United supporter.
Even Klopp wanted him back. Don't be salty, rival fans.
Yeah, don't be salty. Rival fans, don't be salty. Okay, I know we got the goat. Don't be salty. And
exactly.
This year, I hope I see you in the group stage. I'm in the Champions League. I hope I see you. I want to play.
I'd love to see it. Messi versus Ronaldo again.
Made for that game. He is made for that game. And Oli, there you put Varane, Pogba, Bruno, and Ronaldo in Europa League. I'm coming for you. I am gonna come for you. You dare do that. I don't think Ronaldo knows how to spell Europa League. Nope. I will come for you.
Yep.
Viciously Everyone's sours. Klopp, Pep.
Klopp is not sours. Klopp is a football fan. He's sour.
Pep is sour. Pep will be sour.
Pep's so sour.
I don't know. Tuchel wouldn't necessarily be sour in my opinion because he filled everything he needed to fill. So
he's fine.
But let's be honest. Everyone's going to be a bit sour because you freaking got Cristiano Ronaldo.
Definitely.
You guys had Klopp a few weeks ago saying that he doesn't know how we have the financial power to do this during a pandemic.
Yeah, is he net on money laundering?
Isn't it ironic before we end the stream? Isn't it ironic how we didn't have to...
It's all accusations, by the way.
We didn't have to sell to buy Cristiano Ronaldo. All of a sudden, 30 million just appears. Bang! There's Ronaldo, everyone.
Literally.
When it came to CDM, sell to buy.
Oh, this is just a theory. None of it's true. We're not calling them out in something we don't have legal evidence.
When we got done,
United announced Ronaldo, there's no going back. They did my part, I'm back on Glacier.
Literally.
The same thing happened when you got Donny. It just happened like that. So clearly United have the ability to do this. The question is, why don't they?
What have you said about OGS now, Nish? We talk about the Glazers. What have you said about OGS?
No, I think it's just respect when I said, imagine if Oli puts them and Europa League somehow. In that group, especially. Oh, good to see the king of the Champions League in my team. Nah, guys.
With the king of the Europa League managing us.
It don't feel real. It don't feel real, boys. It don't feel real. Yeah. And if there's any kids watching, any United fans who are children and they have never seen Ronaldo at Manchester United, count your blessings.
For a treat.
Count your blessings. You are in for a treat. The king of Manchester is back in town. So I'm gonna leave it like that. He's my goat. As always, after every new signing, Cristiano Ronaldo. Welcome to the greatest club in the world. Welcome back again. Welcome, the greatest club in the world. Welcome to the greatest player in the world. It's a fighter story there. So subscribe if you're new. Smash a like. Gentlemen, is there anything else you guys want to say before we end off?
I don't want to get toxic and talk about Ole. Just super glad.
Talk about Ole on Sunday, okay? When we lose against Wolves and there's no Ronaldo, we'll talk about him on Sunday, okay?
Literally. But yeah, just excited then.
Will he be available this weekend, or is it?
No, he said his medical's on Sunday.
Okay.
That's what Patricia said, so it should be
wait,
available.
you want to see him after the international break then?
Yeah,
potentially. But if he doesn't start first game in,
there's no way.
I'm going to kill him.
Not even
I'm going to kill him.
No, I will come for you because you did this with Sancho.
You shouldn't do it though.
I'll be there.
I don't know what preview you have over Oli and the bad decisions. I'm going to come for you.
Nah, man, I'm there. Preview. Ronaldo starting. I'm not having it.
Literally, simple as that. But yeah, I want us to be contenders now to play like this. I'm just ready for a good season now. There's no excuses for bad season.
I tell you what, I was excited before. Oh my god!
Exactly. Now
I'm happy to be alive, to be honest. I'm happy to be alive. So let's see what happens. Cristiano
Exactly.
Ronaldo. What I'm saying.
Yeah, that's good. I think we're done.
Yeah, I think we're
Got
done.
the excitement out of CR7.
This won't be the last of it, so don't worry.
It's
We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll see Ronaldo
Got
play.
even more coming. Yeah.
Now, let's just soak it in. Let's go watch it. Few Ronaldo comes. Check it all pretty soon. Yeah.